because it's supposed to be just like a really bad low budget show, and so like there'll be a part where it's like you can hear them walking through the hospital and like the noise of the hospital, and it'll cut to somebody who's talking and there's no sound except for the person's voice. Like it's just really shitty ADR.
Yeah, we're talking about Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. James Buckley showed it to us, and it's like the funniest show that we've never seen.
Yeah.
And I guess not a lot of people know about it. And then I looked at the views on each of the, because they uploaded all the episodes to YouTube.
How many views?
Each of them have like 500,000.
Oh, everyone knows.
Everybody knows about it. We're the only people that don't, I guess.
We're the last people to find out about it.
It was on like BBC or Channel 4 in England in like 2006. So
was it actually on Channel 4?
Yeah.
Or was that? I thought that was just like a bit.
They do rerun marathons and everything.
4.
It's just such a show that was in 2006.
it was probably one of those shows that like wasn't successful when it came out, but then it became like a cult thing after.
Yeah.
God, it's still so
like
good.
there's a cult.
It was so ahead of its time. Like it's still ahead of its time now. When you watch it, you go, man, you have to like get this to get it.
I think it's just exactly what that genre should be. When
Yeah.
and, like,
absolutely.
yeah.
Perfect
Nailed
in
it.
every way. But before we talk anything more about anything, and before I congratulate you guys, we have a couple sponsors. This week, I'd like to thank Simple Contacts and Stitch Fix for sponsoring the podcast. So this episode of Beyond the Pine is brought to you by Simple Contacts. So I haven't worn contacts in a while because I hate going to appointments, and it's just enough to have glasses. It just gets it out of the way. And I think Lauren, actually, your girlfriend, soon-to-be wife, also had the same issue with contacts, but we had her try Simple Contacts. She's not here to talk about it right now, though, but you can for her.
No, she's not here, but she really likes the service. She gets like those contacts. I think they're AccuView Oasis, which are like the super flexible ones that feel like there's nothing on your eye, and she likes those. And they were able to get those contacts to her
because it's a great new app that makes time-consuming prescription renewal processes just super simple. Simple Contacts lets you renew your prescription and reorder your brand of lenses from anywhere in minutes. Simple Contacts brings the doctor's office to your home. The vision test is designed by doctors, and every test is carefully reviewed by a doctor. Simple Contacts offers an amazing selection with every brand of lenses, and their prices are hard to beat. The eye exam is just $20, and they offer free shipping. Please note, though, the Simple Contacts vision test isn't a replacement for your periodic full eye health exam. How did Lauren expect this all to go down?
Well, I think that, like all of us, she doesn't like dealing with things that are a hassle. You know, like when you
me
just
certainly.
a whole.
But it wasn't a hassle?
It was pretty hassle-free. Yeah, it was just a little bit of back and forth, and then she filled out everything on the website and then went through.
Oh, very cool.
Makes
Got them
sense.
in the mail.
Makes sense.
So to save $30 on your first Simple Contacts order, go to simplecontacts.com/pine or enter the promo code PINE at checkout.
Pine.
Again, that's simplecontacts.com/pine.
Pine.
Or enter promo code
Pine.
PINE at checkout. Give it a try and thank me later.
Pine.
So, poo ka-choo.
Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Garth Marenghi's.
I have to watch more of it. I only
Easily
seen
the greatest
first
TV show I've
episode.
ever seen in my life, because I was talking about my favorite TV show, which was IT Crowd. That was my favorite comedy before.
Yeah, it's really old.
But this one also has Richard Ayoade in it, and it has Chuck Berry. He's
Richard Ayoade.
Yeah.
He's got a very cool voice. Smooth like ice, cold to the touch, and it's not very nice. It's cool. Everybody, come over here. Look in my eyes. I'm a demon. You're not afraid
Do the
because
ice
you
one
need
again.
me. Ice. It's smooth. It's cold. It's frigid. It's absolutely.
No, I thought you were gonna do the whole ice thing again.
Oh, no. You're talking about the aardvark.
Aardvark come. It's smooth. It's cold. It's absolutely frigid. Whoa. Save it.
Sorry, you wouldn't understand.
I don't know. That's one I don't know.
Sound like stupid.
So just a formal congratulations to the lot of you, James included. You
We got
guys
married.
finally pulled the fucking trigger and got your fucking rings engaged. Dude, nice. Both of you guys.
Are you guys
nice.
attached at the
Thank you
clit?
so much.
We are. Sewed us together last night.
Oh, yuck.
Oh god, just brings it up like
It's stretched out this far.
Oh, that's a gross. I'm going to throw up.
fucking rings all over it.
No, the
think about
grossest
that.
thing in the
And fine
world
jewels.
is what I said to James yesterday. I said, imagine having a little slit.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
A little slit in your leg, and your dick is under your skin in that cut.
I'm nauseous.
All the way in. And then you get hard.
You're the guy that fucking passes out if he gets stabbed or poked once.
That's
with a needle.
real.
Why is this? This
That's
could
real.
be real. You don't know if someone has a condition.
Well, I'm not going to do it. If I did it, I'd pass out.
Can you explain it one more time, but in better detail, because I fully didn't understand.
Right,
it.
so imagine
It's an ingrown dick.
on your it's ingrown dick. So
a
imagine
pocket.
your dick's here. Here's your left leg. Here's your right leg. You have a little cut, a big cut on your left leg, big enough for your dick to actually get in and under the skin, and then you get hard.
Wait, how close is
Can
this
you
cut
take
to your
it
dick?
out?
this
Is
far
like-
away.
It's okay, so it's extraordinarily close.
It's
Yeah.
very close. So all you have to do is you simply just shift your
Your
penile,
penis, your penile.
Oh, wow, yeah,
your
okay,
flaccid,
penile.
your flacci. You flex. You flex chip.
you thumb a softie into the open wound.
You go ahead and you
and
just
then you get
what
hard
you do is you dictate it. You dictate it into the
Why
hole.
does this wound heal?
because you just cut it.
So can you
Oh,
keep
it's a
your dick
recent
out of
wound.
it?
Well, that's how you get the ingrown cock. If you're wondering, that's how you
Because
do
this
it.
would be a wound that could potentially like break a lot of arteries, and you would have bled
yeah,
out. So you would've died.
absolutely.
It would just be the
Absolutely
first layer
could.
of skin. It would have the artery
Oh
actually.
fuck! So it's going between layers of skin.
Oh yeah.
Who knows? I'm done with this. What are you doing?
I mean, that could save you. It's like stopping the hole.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that the
okay.
point?
But
Exactly.
as long as you
An
can
That's
hold
An
like
the
a
ingrown
erection.
cock.
cock
You're not supposed
saves
to
you
take
from
it
bleeding
out.
out, but prevents you from ever being able to
They
use
should
your
have
cock.
done that
But
in
only as long as you
in,
can get hard.
Remember in Black Hawk Down when the one guy gets shot in the leg and he's dying, he's bleeding out in the leg. They should have shoved his dick in there.
6 other guys came in and shoved their dicks in the hole.
Come on, get it and run, man. We gotta suck it, fucking save this guy. We gotta suck it, fucking
wait,
save this guy.
Wait,
We gotta suck and fuck and save this guy. Wait.
Are you trying it?
Stop, man. There's not enough of you to save me. Now you're just fucking my decapitated leg.
Oh, fucking! They picked Charlie to come and fucking stick his dick in here. He's got like a one.
Charlie's sucking and fucking and saving guys.
Somebody calling Charizard.
Dude, the worst version of Hacksaw Ridge ever. He just has to
think
go
I've
up on
seen
top of
Hacksaw
that
Ridge.
hill and just start fucking all the guys that are up there to save him. It's the best porn ever.
Yucky.
There are a lot of porn names you can make out of Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Dicks.
Crack rod, bitch.
Crack rock, bitch.
Crack rock, bitch.
That's just a sad one.
You know that show Fraggle Rock?
Fraggle Rock, you mean the place?
It's a show called Fraggle Rock.
Really? There's a show called Fraggle Rock.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
What? It's a children's show.
Oh, that's why.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
I only watched one children's show,
Arthur.
The Wing.
Wing, Dracula's Revenge. And it wasn't a show, it was a movie, but I watched 12 of it every day.
Did you guys actually have a childhood show?
Yeah, many of them.
SpongeBob over here.
Yeah, but
easily.
Oh,
that was
that's
like
an adult
young.
show.
It is.
That's still going.
I guess when you
I
think
still
about
watch
it.
it.
I don't watch anything
you mean
past
'cause you're
season
still-
3 though.
Yeah.
I only watch seasons 1 through 3. Those are the only ones.
Oh,
It's still
you have a
good.
sad life.
No, it's weird. It's too like
It got worse.
yeah,
It did get
so
worse,
much
but it's still good.
I remember the episode or the season that it got really bad at. SpongeBob got bad. Was that the one where Sandy takes SpongeBob on this like trek over this toxic waste area, and she keeps putting him in danger and putting him in danger?
Oh, and then he gets smart.
yeah, I don't know if that's what it was.
Oh no, you're thinking of the pre-hibernation one. That's a good
Yeah.
episode. That's like season 2.
Oh man, I didn't. That's season 2.
Yeah.
Oh dude.
Oh, you might be thinking of a different episode.
Oh,
They start kind of like reusing ideas and shit at one point, and just like kind of changing them.
It was the episode where they were on a roller coaster together, and SpongeBob was getting really tired of Sandy trying to put him in all this danger, but not
Oh, I
but
know
because
exactly
she wanted
what
to
you're
like
talking
live.
That's the
Yeah.
pre-hibernation one, right?
That was season 2. Are you sure?
Was it? Was she trying to like
watched a
live
lot.
life to the fullest before she hibernated?
Yeah, that's an episode for sure.
That makes sense. But we might be
Hibernation.
combining episodes.
Oh, then I
Yeah.
didn't like it after season 2.
Wow.
And I knew that
That's
as a
so
kid.
early
You're
on.
bad.
I had those terrible opinions as a kid.
Bad. Dude.
Wow. Because I could
No,
feel that
I don't
happen.
think there might have been because there was also like there's like 9 seasons, right?
Oh yeah.
It's still
There
going.
might be more. Yeah.
Really?
But like
I'm
the
gonna look it up.
voices are different.
No,
Yeah.
I thought it was still the same
animation is different. Like in season
Something
4,
changed.
in season 4, the
Animation's
animation changes and it becomes a lot more like. Before it was just like kind of still shitty. But,
Oh,
like,
I loved
funny.
it. Just like South Park. I mean, I kind of like the South Park stuff now, but like you still have an appreciation for the old shit. You know what I mean, babe?
Remember the hall monitor
Bad
episode
quality.
Home
Yes.
monitor?
where it becomes the hall monitor and then he's the bad guy, right?
He was in charge and he was giving out tickets to everyone.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
was complaining that there was like a bad guy and he's the bad guy, right?
Do you remember the
Right? Because then he recruits Patrick to be like his assistant or whatever, and then Patrick like sees him in the.
Oh, they
in
go
the-
out to fight crime.
Yeah.
They take it seriously. Yeah. And then they like
Oh.
almost burnt down the town.
Oh,
and the
yeah,
cops
everyone
came
starts
after
attacking
them.
him. Yeah. And he's
Love
like,
the one-
doesn't he float?
Is that when they push the town?
No, that's the worm one.
The Alaskan bullworm.
Oh, I love the Alaskan bullworm.
Yeah.
Remember the one where Squidward gives SpongeBob the bomb pie?
The bomb pie?
Yeah.
No.
It's just a
They're
pie.
waiting. There's a wall between them, and
Yeah.
they're just like waiting, and
And
then
it's
the
blowing
bomb
up,
goes off.
and then it blows up again, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And SpongeBob is blowing bubbles that are shaped like bombs, and they explode just like a bomb.
Good God.
Oh yeah, it was
Bubble
season
Buddy.
2.
Interesting.
I
Bubble
think.
Buddy was good. Dude, Bubble Buddy had that horrific scene in it. Do you remember where Bubble Buddy was,
Oh yeah,
the water goes over the guy?
Oh,
and
the one
he's
that I was talking
drowning,
about?
but- Hey, dude,
that's a very
the guy's
real thing that you were
drowning.
mentioning.
Yeah, I was saying that it literally proves that he's a psychopath because
Bubble Buddy?
he's completely sentient. He's conscious, and he was sitting there while Scooter was buried up to his neck with the high tide coming in, and he dies. He fucking dies and turns to an angel and floats off to heaven. And then it's revealed that Bubble Buddy's real.
Was Scooter ever in an episode after
And
that?
Bubble Buddy stood there.
No.
As he was like, help, dude.
That was
and
real.
Bubble Buddy just
He
stood there
fully
over him
died.
while the high tide came in and he
That's
died.
horrible.
I know.
Oh, high tide's coming, dude! And Bubble Buddy's just there. He's just, dude, and he's just fucking.
Just completely psychotic.
There was a there was a really scary SpongeBob episode, or at least a moment. Do you remember when they were selling chocolate?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, when they got to the one old
grandma.
person's house.
Oh my
holy
God,
fuck.
dude. Yeah.
She's like
Wait,
a
wait.
shriveled
Hey,
raisin.
Fucking
Chocolate.
horrifying.
Oh,
I love sweet, sweet chocolate.
And then she like lick her
Nah.
lips or some
Wait.
shit.
I always hated it.
I always hated it.
so anyway, you guys got married. That's neat.
Dude, could you send
How's
us our wedding footage, by the way?
Have you
Oh
what?
yeah, you filmed
Could
it,
you
right?
sell us our wedding footage?
So it's been. I've obviously wanted to steer clear of a lot of different parts of the conversation around this, but I think we'll just keep it to the happy stuff. You guys are great together, and I think that your wedding turned out great. We were all there; it was very sweet. You guys had a lot
It
of good
was
fun.
good.
And I was your photographer. I took pictures.
And video.
No, actually, just
It was fun. I was drunk.
No. I was drunk the whole time. James showed up drunk.
Drove
Dude,
there.
could you send us our wedding footage?
Yeah.
you mean the I can tell you all the
The
pictures.
videos that you took.
You brought the high quality camera and filmed the whole thing. Remember?
You really gonna do me like this? Okay.
So Steve, to be fair, we should have asked for it earlier, but also you just shouldn't have deleted it. But it's okay.
You delete things
We've
though,
moved
'cause
on.
you also deleted
Here's
the
a
bit
problem.
that we shot that was going to go on
and
a
he's deleted
specific
stuff from a
episode.
card from me as well.
You know, I have an issue with cleaning out my hard drives, and sometimes that involves little things like deleting someone's entire
Guys, there's a new
footage from a
SB7
wedding.
video up.
It's okay. It's a wedding footage.
Surprise!
This is uncut.
No,
just
kidding, I deleted
entire
it.
clips.
He did delete it.
I know someday I will find it.
No, you
Really?
won't. You deleted it off the computer.
Oh.
Absolutely not. I can never find
We
that.
searched
I
like the deep
I
web.
searched everywhere. I searched the deep web. I searched like all the places
just
where they
kept
do
finding
stuff.
Let's
so
recover your
much
whole hard
fucking
drive and
bad
try to get
shit.
it.
I don't even remember the date it would be.
We do.
Just
I would have to have had a recovery image already set up for
You're
that
right.
to work. Yeah. Damn it. You just do another.
We will.
Okay.
Just
will.
animate it. Just CGI it, the whole thing.
That'd be cute. I
Lot of
can
money.
provide my
Lot of
mental interpretation
money.
of what it
Dude,
was.
can you Minecraft animate our wedding?
Oh my god,
fuck.
please.
Wouldn't you rather kill yourself?
Yes. Yes, I
Wouldn't you rather
would.
kill yourself than have
I'll
that
be
happen?
doing both, honestly.
No, I'm sorry that I deleted your guys' wedding footage. I don't think I've ever actually apologized in person for it.
No. No, you haven't.
Well, here's that apology now. I obviously am very frustrated with myself, and I'm more frustrated that with you. No, I'm sorry.
all
though.
our
I really
own.
am. It was a
Thank you.
shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, I'm not that sorry. You don't have to say it's okay.
Are we done?
Well, that was a pity. It's okay.
Well, we had the
it's
photos.
barely
It was a pity
okay.
apology.
You fucking cunt.
Are you gonna
I'll
fucking
fight you, dude.
square up right
Dude,
now?
I'll fucking
Oh,
give you.
James has got my
I'll
back.
give you a fat one right
James is
now.
gonna-
She knows
James hit me-
Taekwondo.
James hit me in the
Sure.
dick, so I
She
can
knows
hit him in
Taekwondo.
the dick. That makes it
Very
right.
true.
Dude, I'm gonna give you.
I
a
was just
fucking-
jerking me.
I'm gonna give you a fat one.
Fat what?
Right now.
a fat dick.
I struck the bitch.
So has anything changed since before and after you got married? What's the
No.
difference?
Other than living together, which we had been doing before
Basically.
getting married as well, it's just been cool. It's been fucking awesome, man. I love her. You know.
Okay, man, I'm trying to find the little quirks, the cool little things that do. Does
Married
anything
quirks?
It
feel
doesn't change
different?
anything. It's just like
no, it just
the
feels
title.
cool to be married. Yeah,
Because
definitely.
you get to say, sorry, my
Wife.
wife's.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
You could just say, sorry, my wife wasn't happy with that order.
Sorry, my wife was in an
Sir,
accident.
Do not look at my
You could
wife.
say, sorry, my wife's in the hospital. I can't come to work today.
So sorry, my wife will not look at me in the eyes anymore.
You could just say, you could just say, I cheated on my wife last night.
Can you look at me? Why don't you look at me during? Why do you look only down during?
During what?
Whatever.
Also, I was gonna ask you about a bit that you did in a video, if that's a real thing, putting a sock on your dick, because Sammy Jo doesn't want your dick to touch her. Or what
Oh
you
yeah,
said.
no, I have to. She doesn't let me have sex.
Oh
with
no,
her
for
anymore.
sure.
A wool sock because it's.
Are you
thicker.
kidding, dude? She will not let me. She will not see my dick. What?
Oh my God, that's not what I meant.
Marriage
God
doesn't
damn you,
change
you son of a bitch!
Oh,
I
what are
thought
you
you meant
talking
like
about?
you slept naked constantly, and she just doesn't want your dick to rub. That's what that was that whole bit, dude. That's
so
so
funny.
funny. Is that not what you meant, even in the bit?
Yes, that's what I meant in the
Okay,
bit.
I thought that it was a real thing for
no,
some reason.
God.
I don't know.
Real thing.
Cool then. That just came out of nowhere. That's
I don't
great.
like sleeping naked.
Dude, I love
do
the
I.
idea of you thinking that though.
I
That's
wish that I
so
didn't
funny.
ask because I would have kept thinking that.
That's way funnier. That's like the moon being made of cheese thing.
Yeah, truly. Wow.
Damn, dude.
That's a really big
What
disappointment.
moon being made out of cheese thing?
You know very
It was
well.
the season 3 pre-episode, the episode Kip and I did on a boat. We made it about I don't remember. There was some bullshit about
And you thought the kid
I
actually
remember.
thought the moon was made out of cheese?
no.
no. It was the analogy
Yeah,
Okay.
of I used to think the moon was made of cheese. When I found out that it wasn't
as funny.
as fun anymore. It's kind of boring finding out that it was made of whatever dirt, moon dust.
So sad.
And it kind of, I think it set up a lot of plots for season 3. We've
So-
released a music video recently.
Oh, God.
No, we haven't.
yes.
Not yet.
It's out. on
Not
my
when this
channel.
podcast goes out, it won't be out yet.
I'm glad the reception's great.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God,
It was
right?
I'm so glad that Autumn edited the whole thing. I'm so happy. She did so good. And then I was like really weirded out watching her dance though.
Why?
'Cause she got like fucking really into it.
Oh,
It
she
was
did get
so
very
funny.
good.
Dude, the comments are like, Autumn's dancing like she's been waiting for this her whole life.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
because
She actually was a
she
dancer
used
and
to
she-
be
and
a
a
dancer,
choreographer,
so
yeah.
doing this, she just looks way better than anyone else because she knows how to move her body like that.
I don't know. Jamie was. He was
Oh
pretty
well,
close.
Jamie was hard the whole time.
Well, Jamie
I
practiced.
just
for 38
squirt him with
years.
water to cool him down.
when
He was coming the
my
whole
favorite
time.
part of Autumn in that video was when James was going down to suck your dick, and you're like, oh, and Autumn's face was like, oh, and
She's mouthing
like,
to it,
yeah,
yeah.
it was amazing.
I was also just gonna
so
suck
good.
Autumn's dick. That's why.
Oh, that's what it is.
True.
That was a really fun thing to do.
God, it was so fun.
Thank you guys for letting me direct it.
Yeah.
Next
I love
video,
directing
James, maybe an '80s rap or like a
Yeah.
Is it still monetized?
Yes, we didn't get
No,
flagged
it's
for
copyrighted because
copyright.
it's already a song.
Damn it.
Yeah, about
We copyright ourselves.
Wait, that one is slightly more inappropriate than just a couple friends. Like if you're gonna demonetize
Yeah.
something.
It's inappropriate based on the lyrics, but like
Oh, but I don't think that.
not even.
No,
Well, then that
swears.
means that if they were
Yeah.
to demonetize that, they'd have to demonetize every single Drake song
True.
and shit like that, and every
Yeah.
single other song.
There's so many
Ever
songs,
made.
yeah. And they
Like,
probably
that's-
and so they should.
And they did.
There shouldn't be any profanity on the internet.
Nor is there already.
Except for on Pornhub.
Pornhub.
That shit's tight.
That shit's tight, bitch.
That shit's tight. Yo, Mr. White.
Yo, Mr. White.
Bitch. Yo, bitch. My fucking meth. Bitch.
all right, I'll be Mr. White.
No, I want to be Mr.
Yo,
White.
Mr. White.
Okay, then I'll
Hey.
be
You be Gus.
Huel.
Can you be
Huel?
Yeah. Okay.
No,
Alright,
can you,
I'll be Mr.
Can you
White.
be can you be the old man
Oh,
who
yeah.
shits himself?
Yo, bitch. What are you ringing that bell for, bitch? Yo. Shut the fuck up.
Jesse.
What? Mr. White, what?
The cooking doesn't stop.
Yo, my
Do you have
fucking...
any idea?
This is
Do you
my
have any
meth.
idea?
Yo, fuck you, man. Bitch.
Your meth? This is your meth?
Yeah, it is, bitch. My meth. My money. Fuck you. Jesse.
It's a little damp.
Hey,
Is that okay? That's what I was
Yeah,
sweaty.
but it's just but feel this
That's
on
okay.
the back of your hand.
I'm fine
what are
with
you
it.
doing down there?
So what's the
I have
next step
sweaty
after
hands.
marriage?
Divorce.
What do you guys do next? Like, what's the? Because you always have to set goals,
Divorce.
right? Oh, to buy a house is that your
kidding.
next goal?
Yeah, probably.
Would you guys ever? Where would you buy a house in all of LA if you
Probably
could?
a pet, realistically.
Oh, yeah, pets. the next one.
What are you gonna get? Woo!
I want a dog, but she says that,
It's a responsibility.
and I'm down.
We don't have time for. It's
harder than you guys think.
Are you guys
Yeah.
afraid that the dog will have a lack of attention, or
Here's the thing. You have to walk the dog every morning for
Exactly.
45 minutes and every evening for
I've had
45
dogs
minutes.
my
At the
whole
least.
life. I
At
can't
the
commit
least.
to that.
You lived with an entire family, though.
I
Raising
had
a
to take
dog-
care of a lot
Yeah.
of dogs, my dude. Oh, you don't understand
But it
though.
wasn't
I understand how
just
it's
dogs.
so weird when
Yeah.
you mention all the dogs you took care of because I just picture like you running some sort of weird dog program.
Me as a kid.
Yeah, you're like
Just fucking-
you have no idea the amount of dogs I've taken care of. Like
You don't know how many fucking dogs
I was
I've
raised with
been
dogs
with.
too. That isn't. It's not the
Me
same
too.
thing
Wait,
as
No,
so
having
like
a
we,
dog
we,
your own.
we like bred dogs, and we
God,
had
that's
like
so. It's not funny. People breed dogs.
yeah, dog breeders. That's what
I
people
just
do.
like it's.
No, but I understand. There's a lot of responsibility. I had
when
to.
it's just your dog that you just have to take care of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just not ready for that type
I
of
never take care of
commitment.
any.
Don't bathe them. Don't feed them.
I taught him how to do it himself. He still doesn't listen.
to bathe or just
He's
shit.
covered in shit.
Yeah.
He has shit buildup.
Didn't he eat your
has-
blinds?
He did. Oh my
Really?
god!
For
I
real?
got home yesterday, and I was just like, "Hi, buddy!" Like he was so happy to see me, and I was like looking around, and I look over to the blinds, and like fucking one of the entire blinds is just all fucked, and there's pieces of it all over the floor, and I was like, "What made you think that was a
no.
good idea, Benny?" And
He's
he's
just like,
and he's just
Hey.
fucking lifts his leg up.
completely brain dead, pissing
Oh my god!
himself.
I was taking Winnie and Littlefoot for a walk the other day. For some reason, Winnie has like a really weird issue with Littlefoot pooping. So Winnie,
She keeps her mouth wide open, running her ass.
so Winnie's hunched
Don't wanna
over
waste
on her
it.
on her front legs and back legs. She's taking the biggest shit of her life. It's like it touches the ground, but it gets stuck like between her butthole and the ground. It can't push out any further because it's like
She's hanging.
basically.
She gets higher and higher off the ground.
So she finishes the biggest shit I've ever seen anyone take, bigger than mine.
Wow.
And then it's Littlefoot's turn.
your
He's-
shits are
Yeah,
huge.
Littlefoot's
And
turn to shit.
Littlefoot's are the size of Tic Tacs.
Well, so the weird part about Littlefoot is that
Little pellets.
They're
you're not
extremely
even.
dense.
I swear to God, you're not gonna believe this. So Littlefoot, is on his two front legs, his back legs. He's like a gymnast. His back legs
Yeah.
just stick out. They're not even touching the ground.
And he's
so it's
shitting?
Like, it's literally like this. That's how he shits. So he finishes shitting, and Winnie just snarls at him and tackles him. Like she does this every time he shits.
Oh my god.
She
That's
tackles
so
him
funny.
constantly and just like rips him apart.
Why is she like turned on?
No, they're brother
she
and
hates
sister,
it.
Sammy Joe.
Oh,
Come on.
I mean,
Is she
I think
pissed
they
at him or
like it.
something? Is she pissed that he's also shitting?
Maybe.
I don't get it.
and that's
Look,
like
this is my block.
I think they learned it from Alyssa.
She does that to you every
To
time
me,
you
yeah.
Every time you're in the toilet, you just finished. You
She
just
runs
finished
in and
wiping, she
beats
runs
the
in,
shit out of you.
fucking clubs you with a lead pipe.
And Alyssa has shits where
No
she
shitting in our house. No shitting.
And Alyssa shits in her
understand?
own hand and throws it at herself.
Alyssa
With
flicks.
perfume?
Literally, she flicks shit at me anytime I'm at Steve's place.
She just has a bunch all the time.
Don't know
Constantly
where she
creating
keeps it.
some.
In her pocket.
Always. And that leads me to my next sponsor, Stitch Fix, who I'd like to thank for sponsoring Beyond the Pine as well. You can tell a guy who's got style. He always looks great and seems confident, like he's ready for anything. Well, that takes a certain skill set not all of us were born with. Mostly me. But now there's an easier way to look better. Let me tell you about Stitch Fix Men. Stitch Fix is the new way to shop for clothes. It's unbelievably simple. You just go to stitchfix.com and answer some questions about your sizes, what styles you like, and how much you want to spend. Stitch Fix has clothes for every guy and his style. It's not just one type of look. Your personal stylist then uses your preferences and the other information you enter to select brand new clothes just for you. The items are delivered right to your home. You try them on, you only pay for what you keep. Just send anything you don't want back. Shipping is free both ways.
That's two ways.
Get your fix on demand or sign up to receive scheduled shipments. Guys of all shapes and sizes, even kibs and budgets agree. Defining your new style starts with Stitch Fix.
And I'm shaped like a drool.
Try them out today. You got nothing to lose. Get started now at stitchfix.com/pine.
Pine.
And you'll also get 25% off when you keep all 5 items in your box. That's stitchfix.com/pine to get started today. Stitchfix.com/pine. Thank you, Stitch. Damn it. Thank you, Stitch Fix, for sponsoring this podcast.
Thank you,
Jesus.
Thank you, Steve.
That's me. I literally almost said Steve. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Oh, fuck. That was good.
That's
we
the
done?
best part of the whole podcast.
Let's bully somebody.
You fuck you, bitch. I quit vaping and will only do
did.
it one more time right now.
no, because he quit. He's trying to stay
But I'll do
clean.
it one more
Do you have
time
anything
right
you want to say
now.
to Sammy Joe?
Sammy Joe,
Anything you would admit?
I want to marry you.
All
Anything,
right.
anything you want to
Will
admit?
you
And-
marry me?
Do you vape?
Oh, I fucking vape. I do. I have been vaping. She already knows I've been vaping.
How'd you
But
find out?
I told her.
Yeah.
I sure have told
You
her.
know how I found out?
Well, no. Okay, don't make this seem worse than
Let's
it
start from the
is.
beginning. Let's start from the beginning.
I brought my vape home.
Wait,
and
wait. We have to take it a step back,
Okay.
everybody. So let's take it a step back. We're going back to when did the vaping issue start? I just remember
when we started Trick Mine 7.
No, it was an issue when one day you just pull out of the bed like your little vape, thinking you can pull that off.
Oh, at your old
and
place.
I was like, nope,
Well,
not
like,
in the apartment.
I didn't know that I wasn't allowed
and
to.
then you started
It's
going
like-
out. You're like, oh, 1 sec. And then you open the door, leave the apartment, hit the vape.
That maybe
and
happened
come back
twice.
in.
So are either of you guys having second thoughts?
Yes.
then he
No,
quit
I'm kidding.
vaping.
Was it because
then-
of vaping inside, or was it because you didn't want him to vape?
It's not healthy.
It's not nearly as unhealthy as
Do you
The
drink
amount.
alcohol?
So. Yeah,
Not
drinking
much.
alcohol is much worse than vaping, babe.
Nicotine's super
God,
dope.
if we could
I fucking
convince
love
her
it.
It's just-
and she could
it's
truly
just
understand
like
how.
I fuck with Nick.
It's better
It's not
than
just the
cigarettes,
amount.
but the amount. Okay, you literally nick out every time.
I
like, on
don't. You get
purpose.
mad if I even vape at all. But such it is. So
He's
such
gotten
it
a lot
is.
better.
Huh? Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I'm not just gonna quit
To
entirely.
my knowledge, he quit entirely.
No.
When did you find
that's
out
not
that he
true at
was
all.
back at it? That he'd relapsed?
One time I lied to Lauren about Coke.
Well, no, I really thought you did cut down a lot.
Yeah, I never once told you that
Yeah.
I stopped vaping entirely.
Yeah,
So
no.
Don't make that seem
No,
real.
no.
So
it's
you've
not. It's not.
you've been
He vapes
open about it.
Yeah, completely,
but, like,
entirely.
He hasn't had
She's
the
being
vape at home. or-
silly.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
He hasn't.
No.
Oh wow.
But then I went to find the tampons, and right next to the box was a vape.
So
I'm like,
and then I
no,
explained
I
that.
wasn't
Wait a minute.
Was that your
smoking.
place?
Yeah, so I'm like, I
That's
wasn't
where you hit
snooping,
it?
But
Yeah.
You hit it. You hit it next to. You hit it next to a thing that only she would go
No,
to.
no, I just put it under the counter because I was like,
I'm
oh,
just
I
gonna wait.
just.
I'll remember to do it before it's the time of the month.
So no, here's
so
then
it
you
was
forget
there for a
everything
week and I
daily.
didn't know.
I'll,
And then I
I'll
found
completely
it.
explain. It wasn't literally she'll never find this here. It was
Pretend I'm Sammy Joe.
here. So if you let me
What is
explain.
this?
Here. Yeah, I put that there because I didn't want it to be out so you'd see it.
No,
Why
I
aren't you
asked-
fucking me?
That's not.
Why don't you fuck me on my
so
period?
here easily
Well,
I
how
put it
when?
there and then I kept forgetting to bring it to work And then it became a good problem. It was like, oh fuck, I forgot my vape. But the guys didn't
because you kept trying to hit ours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You guys would get mad, so I would vape less than while it was at home. And now that it's back at the office, I vape more than when it wasn't. But simple.
Why
as
don't
that.
you just destroy it?
I did destroy one, and another just appeared.
It did, technically.
It appeared.
Well, I had a concern when I saw it. My first thought was,
Am I going into the bathroom?
no,
like,
I thought he was keeping it in the bathroom to like go in there and maybe
That's
like
so funny. I
hit
laughed
it a
so
little
hard.
bit and hide it. And then I was like, he has a problem.
Wait, did you really do that?
not at all.
So
Not
then
once.
he came home and I was like,
Not once.
The whole bathroom's
I
just
need to
hot
ask you a
box.
question.
As always,
Yeah.
I just showered. Your clothes are on, and I didn't hear the shower.
Why are you naked?
This is all I heard.
Why does it smell so fruity in here?
But I was naked, baby.
My clothes are on. I'm taking a shower. Why are you naked?
That's why you smell
Set
fruit.
the smoke alarm
That's
off.
why you smell fruit.
Have you ever thought about getting into vaping?
Me?
Would you like
fun.
to try it here and now?
No,
Just for the
She has
podcast.
tried
I
it.
tried it once.
Oh, you did?
It just hurts my throat.
What if you put it down to a very low wattage? This could be a rite of passage for the SP7 podcast.
True.
You're not going to get addicted after one
No,
tiny
not at all.
toke.
Not at all. Not even. You'd have.
But you can say no. I'm not a peer
but
pressure
you
kind of
should.
guy. But you should do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. No, I'm peer pressuring. Do it. Do it.
You secretly never want me to. Like, you want to keep me pure.
No, I do want to keep you pure. Yeah.
If you put it on the smallest amount.
Oh, then I'm hitting it too.
Guys,
your vape
That's the
kit?
addiction.
guys,
Where's-
I have a story. It was on my
We were
way
just
here.
about to do something real cool.
Really
What?
cool. Sammy Joe is gonna hit the vape.
You were?
Like, the
Yes.
smallest on
Have
the
you not been paying
smallest
attention the
amount.
whole time?
Yes, I have. I
Can
knew
we
that was
use yours,
happening.
James?
No.
Okay. Can we use yours? Didn't bring it.
Yeah, you can use mine, but
Is there mono on it?
no.
Use your hand, dude. I don't want you to contract whatever.
Yeah,
the
you can
fuck
just
Steve
squirt
has.
it around here. Let me put it down to another.
Here, leave it where it is for a second.
That's the addiction talking.
It's really not an addiction at all. I just genuinely enjoy it.
Turning it off as much as he can.
Simply.
I don't know about that.
What is it usually on?
It's not an addiction at all. I just really, really like it a
Truly.
lot to do every day.
It's nicotine.
I understand there probably is, but like I don't have an addictive personality, so if I just didn't
do.
vape, I'd miss it because I enjoyed it, not
Can you
because
put
like
it
I
on
fucking
zero?
need it. You know what I mean?
Mine's I need it.
Me too.
This you will barely hit, so just go.
That's how I am with
Doesn't go
Do a
Dramamine.
little baby hit.
This is a very important day for SP7. This is we're
Just go-
witnessing quite a.
What's so the tip's missing is you're rubbing it on your
On my dick, yes.
and then
Cockeyed.
put your head, and then hit it and breathe. Like a. There you go.
Did it come out?
Yeah, you hit the vape. She's addicted.
Oh shit.
That was a bummer of a hit, I'll be honest. But I appreciate that you did it.
Thank
It
you.
was very
Did you love it?
No.
Do you feel lightheaded?
It just like it feels like there's fruit in my chest.
There is.
right.
It puts seeds.
I've been very
Feels like
curious
there's a
if this
grape.
actually
She wakes up tomorrow. There's like a plant growing up.
You see that episode of the
mango
Rugrats
tree?
where they eat
The
a watermelon
watermelon
seed and it
seed.
grows? That's what just happened in
Oh my God.
heart.
That's
Did you guys?
horrifying.
Did you guys love the Rugrats movie?
Yeah.
The one where like they go off on an
oh my
adventure.
God.
yeah.
I like the
And then the
second one.
train.
Yeah.
I like the second one better.
I like the
they're
one
in,
where the train
Tokyo or
crashed into the
Paris.
monkey. I cried so many times when there was the baby and then
Oh, yeah.
the monkey took it away from him.
Dude, that whole movie is so great. And the Reptar vehicle.
Love Reptar. Oh my God.
Dude,
I had a
remember?
crush on Reptar.
That's fucked.
That's
Interesting.
weird.
I remember
Not a
there was
human
one
being.
I
episode
liked
that always
it.
affected me of Rugrats. It's the one where Tommy gets the cut on his finger. Remember that one?
No.
He gets a cut and it's like there's a little bit of blood on it. And being like a little tiny kid watching that, I was
You
always
passed
like,
out and had a seizure.
Yeah.
no. I was just like,
Just really bummed out about it.
Oh, what was
Then you checked your
reaction to
iPhone
him having a
6.
seizure. How'd you find out? Were you there with him?
oh, dude, that gave
Oh
me
yeah,
a pepper.
that's fucked.
You give
So
me a
what-
permanent.
I don't know who's more scarred.
Give me a permanent hiccup.
Because like I get the same thing. Really, the name for it. Yeah.
Sorry, we're having a way funnier conversation.
Sorry, Kid made a joke and it gave me a permanent hiccup.
I said that joke. Everyone heard it.
I said, Kib made a joke and then I got a permanent hiccup. That was the entire joke. Get it?
What are you guys even talking about?
Sorry, we're in our own world, dude. We're on our own
Jesus, focus,
podcast.
man. We're talking about Kib's fucking bad brain and a seizure, man.
We talked about this entire podcast.
But not on
trying
my
to get her reaction
side.
She wasn't there.
I
She
was
was.
holding
I know.
him down.
As he was fucking crab
It was scary.
appling.
Well, no, it's happened to me several times where I faint
They're called
and then
syncope
I have
seizures.
it's something like that, and then
That's
I have
exactly what
something
it's
that
called.
You
looks
guys
like a
both
seizure,
not drink
but
enough water?
it's not. No, I drink so much, but it's not epilepsy. It's not an epileptic seizure.
Sorry, I'm sweating on you.
Oh, but it's normal. It's not gonna like mess with you or hurt you.
It doesn't
like
damage
an
your brain.
actual-
It's
Yeah, like a
just
seizure can fuck your
But
brain.
An epileptic
I'm
seizure,
surprised
exactly.
more doctors aren't aware that that's okay, because last time it happened, they're like, "You didn't tell us you have seizures."
Well,
I'm
my
like,
only
"I don't
worry was
have
that Kib's
seizures."
family has a history of epilepsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it very well could have been epileptic.
But I think because the only time this
don't
happened to
think it
me
was,
was
but
in a medical
didn't seem
setting
like
too. It's because you freak yourself out, you faint.
But I was
and then
fine.
The seizure is correlated to the fainting.
I
that
wasn't even
similar
freaked
to-
out. They did the next one. I was like,
You're
oh, that
like,
was fine.
Oh, I don't feel good. And then we're like,
that's
lay
when
down.
you're
So I
having
laid
it.
down.
That's when I passed out.
Is that when you noticed?
No,
Well, I didn't know he was.
This is
passed
what
out.
happened. You don't even understand.
You weren't there. You
Babe,
were unconscious.
They put the needle in me, the second one, and then I was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Oh, I feel sick. So I went to lie down, and then I passed out.
Did you want to hear what happened?
I wasn't
after?
freaked out. Oh, I know what happened. I was
They
there.
don't.
Yeah,
They
I
do.
don't.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So then
like
he
to hear
started like
Sammy
falling
Joe's
back, and then his
perspective.
leg was off. So I was like, "Why don't you put your leg up? You're supposed to
leg
put your
fell
legs
off.
up." Yeah, his leg fell off. It's on the ground. I had to pick it up.
Then she put her dick in
And
it.
then, so then the doctor was like, "Oh, he's unconscious." And then I look at him, but he's like this, like his eyes are open. It's really scary. And then you started
was
kind of
coming.
seizing a little, which was scary.
No, I was
because
coming.
You weren't.
No, I was
You
seizing.
thought you did, but then I was like, I had to hold him down. The doctor was like yelling to get a nurse, but why is the doctor not helping? Why am I trying to hold you down? And I try not to look.
You're holding him
'cause I
down.
was
The
gonna
doctor's like,
faint.
nurse.
Might as well have been. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what happened, but I'm trying not to faint, so I'm trying not to look at him and his eyeballs that are rolling
She's a-
all around. So I was like, I'm not good with
Throw up on him when he's having a seizure.
I would have fainted on him
And then
and seized on
I
him.
wake up.
He wakes up.
I wake up.
seizing me.
I wake up. She
Seizing.
goes, "Oh, you puked on yourself." Well, you were seizing.
It was really
Puke on her
scary.
lip. Oh, you
She pukes on you, starts having a seizure on you.
No.
You guys are both seizing on the floor with puke and
No,
shit.
we thought
The
I would
doctor's
have fainted.
fucking
I
sling
would have
his
seized.
wrist.
He would have woken up, seen me, fainted from seeing me seize. I would have woken up, seen him. I would have fainted. again.
She's passed out at doctors before, the same, like exactly how I did. We had the same kind of phobia.
That's nuts. You guys are perfect together.
Well,
That's-
then I was gonna faint from that. So then I was.
She had to
the
leave. As soon as I
second he
woke up, she's like, "Are you okay? Okay."
I was like,
I have to leave.
For
And then
you,
she walked
not
out of the
me.
doctor's
And I
office.
left, and I almost fainted.
oh my god.
And then we
That's,
went home, and then you were throwing up in the corner of
3 times.
In the
parking
corner of the
garage.
room?
No, in the parking garage. He gets out, he's in the corner, and then
I was like
it
violently
was a
throwing
rough
up.
day.
Yeah, I was
Sounds like
fucked.
it.
I was fucked. It
You're
was funny.
fucked
When I
for a
woke up, the
couple
doctor was
days.
like, I was like, did I pass out? Did I have a seizure? Yeah, you did.
You said, "Did I have a seizure?"
Yeah, and he's
You
like,
knew
yes,
that would
you
have
did.
happened.
No, it felt
No, you said
as I was
you said,
coming
"Did
to.
I pass out?"
No, I said, did I have a
Was
seizure?
it just like you were
later.
asleep
When you
during the
left, I asked if I had a
process?
seizure.
Oh.
It was like I immediately when I said, "Oh, I don't feel so good," I went to lie down. Then all of a sudden, I'm dreaming, and then I was aware that I was dreaming, and I was trying to like wake up because when you're aware that you're dreaming,
That was the scary
it's kind of
part.
fucking weird because
Like
you're
sleep
like.
paralysis.
But
I was
then
trying. It was
he
exactly like
was
sleep
trying to
paralysis.
get up.
So I was like trying to wake up from the
fuck that.
dream,
So he
and then
was-
everything was
that's
the dream
why I
was
trying to hold you
flashing.
down so you wouldn't like fall
No, I know.
off, but like you're really strong and he's trying to get
Thank
up
you.
as he's seizing.
Yeah, I'm really
and, like, trying to
strong.
talk too. It was so scary.
Did you have
Give me a,
when you were
give me a margarita. Give me a margarita.
Give me a cool hand job.
When you were dreaming, did you hear kind of like a ooh type of thing? Like
As I was coming to, I started to hear things, and my brain would just like slowly let the volume come together. So it was kind of like
the smaller
another
one. Kill the smaller one.
Kill this bear.
like in Goblet of Fire.
Thought you ought to know. Thought you ought to know. As I woke up, thought you ought to know.
Do you remember what you were dreaming about at all, or was it just like you were there and that your dream
No.
just like
He just watched Harry Potter 3.
the whole thing?
Dude, that's our favorite movie.
I'm so happy that I've never had a seizure. That's
It's fucked. Yeah,
I
it's
is it kind of similar to like fainting?
well, like fainting's different.
sorry,
Fainting, you just like you
process.
pass out, then you come to, and everything slowly comes together, and you're just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And you're kind of scared a
I
bit.
passed out from, I think, being dehydrated. I stood up really fast and I went over to go take a piss. And I was standing there peeing. Luckily, I finished peeing. And then I started to get like my
That's what you're
hearing
telling us
started to
anyways.
leave.
It really did.
Really?
She didn't-
Plumber-
she didn't
the
pass
plumber
out.
was there.
She didn't
and
pass out.
I couldn't really hear anything.
And
couldn't
then
really see
and your
anything.
vision kind of gets black.
Yeah,
inside.
it gets blurry and then-
most of the time that'll like just go away. But then sometimes it's like, and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden I heard like a, and then I woke up on the ground and I'd hit my head on the
Yeah,
wall.
you do. You not that you
And
hear
I
it. You
broke
kind
my
of.
glasses.
I remember that.
Did I
Jesus.
say that? I have a little
bad.
scar right here.
Dude, when you pass out like that, like when you just faint, you feel and kind of hear the,
It's almost like
and then
no,
like
you
seconds,
literally,
like when you wake up, you're just like, ow.
yeah.
I'm a little
You-
worried about hitting my head because
Yeah.
the more concussions you get, the better chance you have of developing this football player who assaulted a guy went to prison and
OJ.
killed himself in prison. No, he.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know his name, but I know you're
he
talking
had
about.
one of the worst cases that's ever been seen of this specific brain disease that you get from all these concussions. And I'm worried because I've gotten so many concussions in my life. Once, the first time was actually a situation sort of like yours, but I forced it. You know when you start to feel like your eyes getting black? Because I did this thing as a kid where I would hold my breath and
bend over?
because I really thought it was funny when my face got really red. So I kept doing that in the mirror, and I was like,
By yourself.
yeah, dude, I was only by myself, and I passed out, hit my head on the fucking counter. So like, if you were watching it from afar,
I
it
just
would
imagine
be-
your parents open it up after you were just like,
yeah. No, my dad walked in on me. He's like, "You got to stop holding your breath and then like making your face red." And I was like, "Simply, that's easy." And then the next time I hurt my head really bad, it was Christmas. And my dad was like, "Let's celebrate it on Christmas Eve." And I was just like, "Fuck yeah!" So I jumped up on the couch and I did a front flip off of it, and I hit my head on almost the same kind of counter.
this guy was sitting down with a boner, and I tried to jump, front flip, land anus on his dick. Didn't work out. Crushed his dick, broke
I
my
don't
head.
know.
Didn't one of your friends like kill you in the forest one time?
Yeah, so one of my friends threw a big stick at the back of my head, and that knocked me out. But I also
Yeah, didn't you like crawl back home?
Pants fell off.
no, my pants didn't fall off.
I thought you crawled home and like your pants were falling.
No, I crawled at home. That's true.
Did I hear that story? That sounds very familiar.
Dude, that's the funniest thing that's ever happened.
You just cried.
It didn't happen.
Why did
Why
that
did
sound
we-
so familiar?
Why did we
crawled
think
home
of
like
that?
Why do we all have that
My
memory
pants
then?
weren't off.
No, you talked about this last weekend.
You said your pants were not last weekend. This was months ago.
It was a
I
while
think you
ago.
told
Did
it
I
on
say
a
my pants
podcast.
were off?
I think that you were like elbow like crawling, army crawling back.
And that
No, it was
dragged your
snow.
pants
And your
off.
pants were
No, there was just a line behind me. Like,
Dude, that's. Oh no, I'm getting lightheaded. That's
we all pass out.
Holy shit, that
I'll
is.
pass out if you pass out.
Maybe I just wanted that to be the story.
Me too. Why do I think
how
that
come
too?
I know it?
She knows
Collective
it.
unconsciousness.
God, dude, that was so funny when that happened to you.
I don't think my pants fell off.
I
It
think
might have
I
been
did.
from a movie or show, also.
Yeah, and then the next time that it happened,
No,
I
'cause
was
I
on my
remember
way
the
to basketball
stick.
practice, and I was dribbling, and I looked up, and there was a metal pole. Did that. I was on the playground once, and I tried to do those, rings, and I did that, and then I hit my head on a pole.
Oh,
I just kept, dude, I've concussed myself probably about 10 times in my life.
oh,
should
dude,
wear a
that's
helmet.
fucked.
Yeah,
You should.
all the time.
You should wear a
I've
hockey
only ever
helmet.
had
And then
one
I got another
concussion.
concussion when I was riding my bike when I was, it was almost the semester of college.
Are you sure you got concussions or just you hit your head and you're saying you have a concussion?
Hit my head, passed out, woke up.
That doesn't mean you have a
Stars.
concussion.
I've never had a concussion.
That doesn't mean you
Oh,
ever
really?
even had a concussion.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah, just because you're
yeah.
not unconscious doesn't mean you have a
No, yeah,
concussion.
yeah.
Because you're not supposed to go
Well,
to
I know I
sleep.
for sure had a concussion when they told me I had a concussion
Those
after
times.
the bicycle thing.
Those times you have concussions when
Yeah.
they tell you, yeah.
Okay, so you really, if you
You have to be told. You have to be told you
Yeah.
had a concussion.
Because you could have a concussion without being unconscious.
Well,
I'm
I've had
pretty
many
sure.
undiagnosed concussions.
I was gonna say you could also have gotten a concussion without someone telling you, obviously, but like
And if you
you
fall
likely
asleep-
didn't have a concussion every time you knocked yourself out.
And if you fall asleep when you have a concussion, that's really bad, right?
apparently, yeah,
You can be
died.
comatose.
You can be
Yeah, you
died.
could be in a
You
coma.
can be died and dead.
I only had a coma when I was 4 years old, and my deadbeat dad wasn't watching me going a slide down a hill, and I hit a tree.
No way. I have a
were in
memory
a
of that,
coma?
or you've told me that.
You were in a coma?
Oh, concussion.
Oh, okay. Fuck. God.
I was in a coma for 13 centuries.
Up until I worked at SourceFed, yeah.
Dude, I just been winging it.
James is from the 30s. Do you have any funny stories about getting knocked out or just?
The time
Getting
I almost
knocked
got
out.
Arrested
You have any funny stories about getting
when I
knocked up?
flung dog poop.
Oh, she's got a pretty funny
You got
story.
arrested for throwing cop
I-
shit at a dick.
Cop shit.
Very close.
Cop shit at his own dick.
I almost got arrested. I was like 10, 13. I was
and they
like
would have
13.
arrested her.
Yeah,
During
and
the clink.
we had just moved houses, and we had a backyard for a dog who poops a lot. And I think it may have been like 6 months that we didn't clean any of the poop in the backyard. And then
the
it was
fuck?
winter, so it was all frozen. Like, you couldn't take 2 steps without stepping in poop. So my mom's like, all right, I'm going to bribe you guys. She was going to buy my brother an Xbox and buy me a PS2. So that was the era.
Just for picking poop up.
She was gonna buy
Privilege.
She's
I
gonna
don't
buy your
think-
brother an Xbox One and buy you a PS2.
Yes. I don't know. I can't really describe how much poop there was. You couldn't walk. It was a big yard.
Lots of poop.
Enough to have to bribe us. And so we went out there like in
the
our
snow?
armor. And we went
So
to
it's
pick
frozen
it up.
You can
shit.
see it, though.
Yeah, so it was easier.
But it wasn't snow, or there was snow.
There was some snow.
Okay.
But then we got bored of like picking up poop all day.
Cool
so then we
dog.
started throwing it. What? It was a golden retriever.
Was it Enzo?
It was not. Enzo's puppy. So we didn't want to keep picking it up, so we started throwing it at the neighbors. Like,
Over the neighbors-
over the fence, and then it became a game. Can we
no.
like
Chuck the shit and hit the neighbor's fucking
we were
house.
graffitiing
That's so funny.
with by hitting? No, it was their garage. Wall.
garage
So we
door.
were trying to stain the wall and like draw pictures and stuff. It was fun.
It sounds fun.
But it was. But they just moved in, so then they called the realtor. But we have the same one, So,
Oh my
and we had
God.
just moved in, so they called them before the cops and was like, I'm going to call the cops. Like, these kids are throwing all their dog poop on us. So then we had
That's
to go
my girl.
over there, and we had to clean it up again from their house.
Dude, that's the funniest
That
fucking
is
thing
different.
ever.
And then no
That's such a
PS4?
kid
But
thing to do.
Oh yeah,
I did.
chuck
It
shit.
was PS2. I
They
did
still
get
gave it to you?
But they, at the neighbor's house when we went to clean it, they had a full bag of dog poop. And I
Because
don't
they
know.
cleaned theirs.
Oh, you think it was theirs?
I think it was theirs
I
and
don't
they
think they had
cleaned
a
it.
dog.
Oh,
So
they
that was
brought
the
it from
only thing
home.
that didn't add up. But
That's weird.
we cleaned the backyard, and I didn't get arrested.
Have you done anything like that again?
Well, she throws her poop at me every time I walk past the bathroom.
doesn't
but
count.
I'm not gonna call the cops.
It's frozen too.
Yeah, it's frozen, and I'm not gonna call the cops. I'm
Do you guys?
ever-
What do you guys think about wormholes?
scared of them.
Kind of interested.
Yeah.
Kind of not, though. I don't know.
You know what I was thinking about? I almost had a panic attack the other day because I was thinking about time travel and
The
like
amount of panic attacks you almost had.
almost, dude. I have a problem. I need to go to a therapist. Because I was actually thinking about. Well, I was watching Cloverfield Paradox. Terrible movie.
Terrible. Yeah.
It's just so bad. But just the idea of like time travel. Once you start thinking about it, like your mind can go crazy. So I was thinking, I was like, time travel.
Not all minds.
If you think about it hard, you don't go. You just like you don't quite get it, and so you're just like.
Okay.
But I was just thinking, like,
weird dogs.
okay, if time travel was actually real and they were able to do it, wouldn't we have known by being in contact with people or like whatever? And then I was imagining thinking about that, and then it's like, okay, so future me should come back. I don't know. I forget exactly. I blacked it out. I repressed it. But what do you guys think about it?
Wait, is that all that it came to?
Probably.
Holy shit, dude. Everybody's thought about that. Wait, if
Yeah.
time travel was real, wouldn't my future self come back to warn me?
But this one time,
warn me
for some reason, this one time actually affected me.
Were you high?
Well, what if
No.
they did? What if they came back to warn you, and then you tried to do something, and it changed everything, so they had to
Then
use like
they-
a little pen to erase your memory, and it's
I'm
already
thinking of
happened.
Men in Black.
Well, or
That's
I'm
Men in
thinking
Black.
of real life.
That's Men in Black.
You wouldn't know. They already erased your memory.
But
You don't
that
know.
would mean Men in Black was real.
Think about a deep thought
be.
right now. Go, say it out loud.
A deep
He's talking to you.
I was talking to you, kid.
Oh, a deep thought?
Think about the craziest space thing you could possibly think of, and then give it to us. Something that makes us think. A big thinker. Do it. Here we go.
About space?
Yeah.
Well, it's almost impossible to know how big the space actually is.
But there is an idea of how big it is.
There's an idea, but
Well,
it's
there's
not.
the
but
observable universe.
they're not certain because we're not able to travel that far. So imagine if one day we were able to create a spaceship / shuttle that was able to just keep going and keep going. It ran off some sort of
But the universe
some
is
sort
ever
of
expanding.
some sort of particle exactly that you were able to keep going. So there's no fuel necessary. We're able to keep going, just keep going and see what's out there.
It would
And
have to
then
be-
what if we went so far that you actually went to a parallel universe? Because I believe that there is parallel universes. There's also a study where different parallel universes actually collide every once in a while, and weird things will happen where people will like have memories, like multiple people will have
It's a-
Like the
specific
one we
memories.
just had
It's
about
string
your
theory.
pants
It's quantum
falling
string
off.
Yeah, and there's like little things like the show Sex Blank the City. What's it called?
Oh, the
say
Mandela
anything.
effect
Say it. Sex Blank the City.
in the city.
Incorrect. The correct thing is Sex and the City. And that blows so many people's minds.
Oh, that's the Mandela effect, though.
yeah, the Mandela effect, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's part of like that's
Yeah,
what the Mandela effect
and
is the parallel universes.
Berenstain Bears, were we talking
Yeah,
about
the
that?
Bernstein. It's
Bernstein.
Bornstein?
Bernstein.
I also thought that for the longest time,
Berenstain.
Bernstein,
and
not
this
Bernstein.
one might not even. This might just be me, but for the longest time, I thought that the bourbon was called Jim Beam, not Jim Beam.
Haven't heard of it.
Oh, really? It's
I've
Jim
only
Beam?
heard Jim.
Yeah, with an M.
Oh, man. That's right,
That's
because
all
Jimmy
I've ever
Dean's is
known.
the sausage.
The sausage.
No, but also, yeah, like quantum string theory. I'm not even going to begin to talking about this because I don't know even closely enough to.
Have you
begin
read
the
Einstein's
conversation.
theory of time and relativity?
I read it. No,
All right then.
I know like what I've learned in classes about it and stuff.
Very
But
cool.
like the idea of like quantum string theory, which is like it's a probability and stuff like that. So the probability of something just happening, like something popping into existence and then like repopping out, because like atoms and molecules and electrons and protons are like constantly like so like technically
Teleporting. So teleportation's got to be real.
in an infinite universe, everything you could possibly ever infinitely think of is possible,
Why is that?
because infinite. If
But I
something is
won't
infinite,
do that.
But
can't go for that.
won't do
Think about the
that.
stars
Can't
that
go
burn
for that.
out. The stars
True.
we're seeing.
Yeah.
Very cool that like most of the stars you see in the sky have already burnt out and just are so far away that the speed of light has not
yeah,
reached
and
our
that
own
the
eyes.
universe could be so much older than we think it is, because we can only see like what 14.3 billion
There
years
might
or
even
something.
be other
We're not
forms
even
of
alive
life
anymore.
out there. I'm positive there's
probably
aliens.
not.
No, I think so.
I'm absolutely positive there's aliens. They're just either so far away and can't get as far as we are, just like we haven't gotten far enough to discover anything, or maybe
there's
they
this-
are, or
I
whatever.
think we talked about this on another podcast, but there are like different levels of civilization, and we're like coming because each one in
we're
order
tier
to-
5 or some shit.
No, I think we're like 2 or 3, just because out of like 6 or 7, and 7 would be like consciousness of like that's connected to the universe and shit like that, or something like that. But like in order to like move from one to the other, you have to survive like a cataclysmic like extinction level event.
What
And-
tier are the Yakuzas?
The Yakuzas are 90,
Tier 90.
Wow, level
290, They're level 290.
That's
Dude,
impressive.
what's that movie
That's
about?
impressive.
Like about this
Interstellar.
kind of? Is it Interstellar where it ends up behind the bookcase?
Yeah,
Wow. great
Interstellar
movie.
is so good. It's my favorite
So
Christopher
fucking
Nolan
good.
movie. My
Those
second is
movies
The
like
Prestige.
fuck me up while I'm watching them. I'm just like
Yeah.
nothing.
What I like
little
about
things in my life
Interstellar-
don't matter if this is real.
You know how like a lot of people criticize Interstellar because they're like, oh, it's just like it's not as scientifically accurate as like it should have
It's a
been.
fucking movie. Eat my
but,
ass.
but also I think I like it when movies like that are super like cosmic and big
Yeah.
are also very like emotional and focus more on like emotion and
A
shit.
story rather
because
than
yeah,
just
because it's like it's
scientific
not
It's a
accurateness.
new idea.
yeah
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. It's a really good. I love like the
Fucking
idea.
bookcase?
Who would have thought of that? I love the idea. Like you guys have all seen it, right?
Have you seen
You ever seen
Interstellar?
Have I seen anything?
What's the last movie you've seen?
50 Shades of Grey.
Dear God.
We saw it in
third.
theater.
Sorry.
It wasn't good.
So
50
anyways-
Shades of Fareed.
I was disappointed.
Me too.
Like
Wasn't
when they're
porn or
talking
an action
about
movie.
when she Anne Hathaway realizes like, or was it Matthew McConaughey who's like, oh, they're us, like that. Those beings that are contacting them, they're like fifth dimensional. It's
Yeah.
like it's a very very evolved. It's like an ultra evolved form of humanity, and like that's why time, because they're separate from time. So time is nothing. So once they've evolved that
Oh,
into the
yeah.
fifth dimension, time is now a physical dimension to them.
It's like evolution to the max, right? With
Yeah,
those
it
different-
basically they evolved past our dimension of comprehension, which is why they're able to be contacting anytime throughout time, because it's like in front of them like a pages of a book. It's not like something that you're experiencing.
You know what's interesting about that too? The idea of evolution. If we're able to go from like cavemen barely able to fucking process anything to like there being savants that are so fucking intelligent they can remember everything, what's like to come? Imagine another 1,000 years from now. Like, how do we know that our evolution stops at how great our brains are now?
Well, because evolution has to do with adaptation, right?
Of course.
So I don't think that humans.
Need to get any
No,
smarter?
no, no. I think that humanity would only evolve as much as our Earth called for. You know
That's what I mean. And how do we know what it calls for? Are we there yet, or is
Well,
there
like
more?
the reason why we keep like getting smarter and advancing is because like technology
internet.
and science and things like that that we're finding out more about like on Earth that are getting more advanced. Like we're having to become smarter and figuring stuff out and like adapting to it on a very micro level of evolution, not like a macro, like
Yeah.
single cell to humans or whatever. But like, so I think that as long as we're on Earth, we could only get so far. Consciously and like physically, but then like something else would have to happen for us to have to adapt to over
Global warming.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
What will happen?
You know what I mean though?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just different folks for different strokes, man.
yeah.
You're just like yeah. I don't,
well,
I'm
just
not
just
really-
sheerly
I
based
don't
on what
really-
I was talking about, like with there being like underdeveloped back in the day, brains barely function to like how.
Yeah, but it's a
and-
different kind of evolution, though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it's like it'd have to be probably not even us, probably not humans. It would just be like a different.
But do you think like what would happen 1,000 years from now? Will humans be, or 10,000 years from now?
It'd be
Will
like how? Oh, I don't know. Probably just
Well, you know
smarter
how we
versions
used
of
to have
us.
tails
Slightly
and now we
smarter,
don't?
like-
I don't know. Probably way smarter. Probably way smarter. I have a question about you guys saw the new 50 Shades?
yeah.
The newest one?
Mhm.
Wasn't good.
Does she end up with the guy who has the gun pointed to her?
No.
Is that the guy who really loves
Can
her?
we spoil this?
I don't give
Yeah,
a who
it's a
gives shit.
shitty
50
fucking
Shades.
movie. Yeah, fucking.
But I was curious because of the
No.
trailer.
No.
Well, who's that guy that returns? Is just her ex-lover?
No.
It
No,
was
it's
her
just a stalker?
old boss.
Well,
Old boss
who's the
who
psycho?
liked
Was he cheating on?
her.
Was the other guy cheating
She
on her?
they were in a orphanage together or some shit, and
I don't give a shit about him.
but this is why he's
Yeah.
mad.
I don't care
This
about why
is-
he's mad. I don't care about him.
Oh.
Was the guy cheating on her?
No.
Did she find out? Because she was worried. Like Mr.
Christian
Grey.
Grey.
No, he was not
No.
cheating.
He wasn't cheating?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Cool. Okay, that's where we can wrap up. That's Jesus Christ. That's all you need to tell me about the fucking. Like, I don't need to see the
Well,
movie.
I wanted
man.
to tell you what happened, dude.
No, I don't need to know.
What was
I
the
just
first line in the movie?
Not in my eyes. Were the
Not in
sex
my
scenes
ass.
like really, really brutal?
There weren't any.
No, there was like none.
What?
There
Dude,
literally wasn't any.
It wasn't a fucking porn like the first one, and it
The
wasn't.
first one was a pornish kind of movie.
Basically, might as
Kinda.
well have
They
been.
have a lot of
There's a
rated
lot
R.
of- Might as well have been.
How much
Yeah.
sex? Like, did it show titty?
Barely.
Oh,
Yeah, in the
yeah,
beginning
no.
a little bit.
It showed like full on nipple titty.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay,
But
did it showed dick?
Nippolus.
No, but
No,
they showed
okay.
his bush,
You
and it
can't do
always
that
said
these
bush.
He
days.
always has bush.
Shave
Okay.
your fucking pubes.
Interesting.
You know.
I don't remember.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for this wonderful episode of Beyond the Pine.
Thank you guys, our 2 guests.
And I'd also like to thank our sponsors, Stitch Fix and Simple Contacts. You guys are keeping us afloat. And after all that, you can use all everybody's D's.
Don't forget to watch In Her Sex Butt with Jonathan Christvest.
Jonathan Christvest.